What's going on, guys? It's Dave, and today I've been tagged. So I was tagged by my buddy Cletus and Punky over at Life of Cletus. Go check out his channel. There will be a link below. He does a bunch of Funko Pop hunts. He's a huge Funko Pop collector, fellow Long Islander, and he tagged me in a Funko Pop tag video. I have 5 channels that I'm going to tag also. That'll be at the end of the video. But before we start, I want to just remind you, if you have not subscribed to our channel, hit the red button, subscribe. If you are subscribed, hit the little bell. That'll give you notifications of all of our videos. And you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Everyday Geek TV. 10 questions, all Funko based. Question number 1, what is the first Funko Pop that I got? And I think the first one I bought was E.T. We have a video of that. It was with a few other ones, but E.T. was the first one I bought. It's early on in our channel, very early stages. But E.T. was the first one. Loved E.T. as a kid, so that was the first pop that I got and got me hooked. Question 2 is, how many pops do I own? Okay, so this is a little tricky because 97 to 98% of my pops are right now stored away in a storage unit as we are trying to sell our co-op here and get a house. I have no place to put them right now until we get a house. So they are in storage. I do keep a pop price guide list, and I did look through that, and from that I got about 855 plus pops. Total Funko items I have over 1,100. You know, that's with reaction figures and vinyl figures and all the stuff that come in the subscription boxes. But pops, I have about 855 plus, you know, give or take some, because I don't know if there's some I forgot to put into the pop price guide. But yeah, I have about definitely over 850 pops. So, and no place to put them right now. Number 3, what is your favorite fandom to collect? I have 2, hands down, Disney and WWE. If you know, I'm a huge Disney fan. The family here is a huge Disney fans, and I am also a huge WWE fan. Those are my 2 favorite fandoms to collect, especially the old school Disney stuff I love, and anything WWE I love. I'm really looking to try to finish that whole WWE set, a whole collection of pops, but some of them are being very hard to find and a little expensive. Question number 4, what is my favorite Funko Pop that I own as of now? And I have 2. I can't really decide between which 2 because I have the blue crystal meth Heisenberg. I believe that was from the 2015 San Diego Comic-Con. It was a Hot Topic exclusive. I absolutely love that pop. Still one of my favorites to this day. But I also do love the new flocked Bob Ross pop. I am a huge Bob Ross fan. Never thought I would see a pop in his form. And when they came out with the original one, the regular one, I fawned all over it. And then when they came out with that flocked one that came with the awesome board game, I had to get it. Those are probably my 2 favorite. There's probably a tie of those 2. Question number 5, what is the worst Funko Pop made? Now, I have 2 answers for this. I have a whole line, and then I have a solo figure. I'll go with the solo figure first. The worst pop that I've seen made, and I actually unfortunately own, is the WWE Paige pop. It's just basically they took the AJ Lee pop, threw on some purple tights, and just labeled the box Paige. It looks nothing like Paige. It's not even as pale with the dark hair as Paige has. It's just the AJ Lee pop with different clothes, and they threw the Paige name on it. Horrible pop. I wish they would do more justice for Paige and give her an actual real pop. I do own it because it is in the WWE line, but that's the worst solo pop I think I have and I've seen. And the worst line, which also I do own, but the worst line I think is the Orange is the New Black line. Like the show, it's gotten a little weak in the last couple seasons, but the pops are kind of boring and generic. Not the biggest fan of those, and even the exclusive one they had of what's her name, Crazy Eyes or whatever, was a little weak. So that's a pretty weak line. I mean, another one that's kind of up there with me is like True Blood. I kind of like that True Blood line is kind of weak, but I think I prefer that over the Orange is the New Black line. So those are probably my worst. The worst line is Orange is the New Black. The worst solo one has to be that WWE Paige. Go look at the WWE Paige and then go look at the WWE AJ Lee they made years ago. They're exactly the same, except they put purple on Paige and just named it Paige. Horrible pops. Question number 6, what's my most valuable pop? According to the Pop Price Guide, my most valuable pop I have right now is the Funko Pop, the TV ads, which was for Tony the Tiger that came out, I think it was last summer. It was in the Funko shop. I had it all summer, didn't put anything into my Pop Price Guide all summer because I was kind of busy. September came, I put in everything I collected over the summer, and that's where I realized that that was worth, over $200. It was like $200. I think it might be a little bit over 200 now, or somewhere around there. That's the most valuable pop that I own currently. Question number 7 is, what 3 lines would I like to see Funko do next? And one is Married with Children. I said this a long time ago on a Funko tag video I was in years ago. They asked for what lines I was interested in. Married with Children was one of them. I heard rumors, I don't know, maybe a year or a year and a half ago or so, that they were coming out with a Married with Children line, but I haven't heard anything since. I would love a Married with Children line. Al and Peggy and Kelly and Bud, and you could have Buck. A Flock the Buck would be awesome. You could have Marcy and Jefferson. You could have a special chase maybe of Steve. I think they could do great stuff with that. Al Bundy in his regular outfit. You could have him in his bowling outfit. I think they could do so many awesome things with a Married with Children line. I would love to see a Married with Children line of Pops. Another one, and I know this is tough because they need to get the license of Nintendo, and that's been a big thing for years, but I would love for the day to come where there's a Super Mario Brothers line. Anything Nintendo, really, Zelda, Metroid, anything, but I think a Mario line would be fantastic. They would make a fortune if they could ever get that Nintendo license and do a Mario line. I would love to see that. And my third one, and this will be keeping up with being very geeky and nerdy, I would actually love to see a Funko Pop, like a historical figure line. I'm talking like historical presidents of the United States. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, FDR, and John F. Kennedy. You could do Albert Einstein, all historical figures. Thomas Edison. You could do Paul Revere. I think this would be. I would love to see a historical line. Just have historical people, not just the United States historical figures. You could do historical figures around the world. You could do Genghis Khan, Winston Churchill, Napoleon. You could have so many historical figures, and I think they would be really detailed and would look really awesome, So I would really love to see that. Question number 8 is, what are the best and worst stores to find Pops? My worst stores to find Pops, I think, are Walmart, Walgreens, and Target. I know they've tried to fix it a little bit, but I still find the Walmarts around me are horrendous. Walmarts are probably the worst around here. Then followed by Walgreens and then Target. Walgreens are horrible. They've tried to get a little better, but still bad. And Target is very hit or miss. It's hard to find those, I have never seen, to this day, I've never seen any of the Grady Twins Target exclusives in the store. I haven't seen any of the He-Man Faker ones, but I have seen the 8-bit Target exclusive Stranger Thing ones, which I did pick up. So it's a tough thing with Target. It's hit or miss around me. Walmart is horrendous. Walmart is the worst. And the worst part about Walmart and Walgreens and Target is that majority of the people that work there don't even know what they are. Walmart and Walgreens are the worst. No one knows what you're talking about. Target's not so bad because they're now, a lot of the Targets near me, they're now located in the electronics section. And I guess some of those people are nerds or geeks, so they kind of know. Some of them will know, some don't, but some will. The 2 best stores that I love finding Pops are Toys R Us, are not bad around me. They could be a little better, but they're not bad. They're pretty well stocked. I've found a couple Chase characters that I wanted on the shelves, and they usually are pretty well stocked with their exclusives. The best store, though, I think, to find exclusives and find a lot of variety of Pops is Hot Topic. They have a wide variety. They're pretty well stocked in their own exclusives, and the people there know what you're talking about. They're very helpful, and yeah, those are probably my 2 favorite: Hot Topic and then Toys R Us. Question number 9: what are the best and worst sub boxes? I'm assuming this means of the Funko line, which would be the Marvel Collector Corps, DC Legion of Collectors, the Smuggler's Bounty, and the Disney Treasures box. I do have a best and I do have a worst, and I've tried all 4. So I've done all 4 boxes. I did 2 years of the Marvel Collector Corps. I think I did a year of DC Legion of Collectors and a year of Smuggler's Bounty. And I've just finished a year of Disney Treasures. The worst one I'll start off, and it's not worst because I don't like it. The worst for me was the Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty. The only reason is because I am a Star Wars fan, but I will admit I am not a fanatic Star Wars fan. So a lot of my problem was with the Star Wars boxes that if they weren't like the normal characters or the pretty often seen characters, I was very confused on who it was, what the significance of these people were. So that kind of lost it for me, was a Star Wars box. So that was the worst for me. Still a good box, but if I had to pick out of the 4, the best for me is the Disney Treasures box. I absolutely love it. Us as a family love it. It's great. I love the pops that they've given in it. I love the fact that I would like to see maybe a shirt here and there, but even without the shirt, they give you high quality stuff. They give you a lot of good stuff in there. You get some cool doors. We've gotten some awesome pops. We've gotten some cool pop keychains. We've got some really awesome stuff in the Disney Treasures one, so that is my favorite Funko subscription box. And then question 10, what's my Grail pop? And I have 3 that I really want for my collection, and I have them in order. My third one is I would love to get any of the CM Punk WWE pops. They are so hard to... You can't find them in stores. Forget that. That's over. A lot of them, I think, have been vaulted, and he hasn't been in WWE for so many years that they don't make anymore. The ones that I found on Pop Price Guide to get, because you sell them through there, or eBay, are usually a little on the expensive side. So I would love to add any CM Punk pop to my collection. Number 2 is Hollywood Hulk Hogan from the WWE line. I would love to add the Hollywood Hogan one. I absolutely love the way it looks, the black and white, the NWO colors, awesome looking pop. But that's another one that's expensive and hard to find. My number 1, and I know I will never add this to my collection because the value of it is like over $2,000 on Pop Price Guide. I will never get it, but it's like a dream. It's like Grail. It's like if I ever could, I would love to get it. It's the clown disguised Dumbo Disney pop. It is just an awesome looking pop. It's got him in the clown makeup and everything, if you remember from the movie when he's doing the circus routine. But I think it's going over for $2,000. Pop Price Guide has it listed for $2,000, and Pop Price Guide, grabs prices from all different areas that they're sold for. I will most likely never have that for my collection, but that is the Grail of the one that I would love to get. So those are the 10 questions that I was tagged in this Funko Pop tag video. Again, I was tagged by Cletus and Punky over at Life of Cletus. Go check them out. And I do have 5 channels that I'm going to tag. And these are all channels that I enjoy watching, I interact with on social media, through YouTube, privately. There are some here also that I've talked to in the past about setting something up in the future, but I've just gotten so, with life and work and just everything else, just gotten so far behind on stuff. But here are the channels I am going to tag. First, I'm going to tag my boy Tristan over at Top Pops. I absolutely love his channel. I love seeing his growth of the channel. I remember I started following him when he was about, I think he had like 8 to 10,000 subs. Now he's well over 34,000. Really cool kid. He has a great pop collection. Does great reviews. He's very consistent on having videos up. I wish I could be a little more consistent like that, but great channel. Go check him out if you haven't done so. If you're watching this, you probably are subbed to him, but if you're not, go sub over to him. So I'm tagging Tristan. I'm also tagging Ann and Baxter over at the Whatnot Spot, another channel that I love watching. They just put up actually a really funny video of showing people looking for pops. But I'm going to tag them also. Great channel for toy reviews, Funko Pops, unboxings, hunts, stuff like that. Go check them out if you haven't done so. So I'm tagging Ann and Baxter as well. I'm also going to tag Glenn, my buddy Glenn over at the Middle Aged Kid. I'm going to tag him. He does a lot of pops too, and he's got a great pop collection. Another one is my buddy Steven over at Steven Higgins. He's got a nice collection of Funko Pops as well. I'd love to see his answers on these, so make sure you go over and subscribe to him as well. And then last but certainly not least, only one outside of the United States. It's my buddy Andy over at the Nerd of the 80s. He's got a nice Funko Pop collection as well, and all their links will be below. Go subscribe, show them some love, follow them on social media. Let me know your answers. Remember, subscribe if you haven't done so by hitting the red subscribe button. Hit the little bell for notifications. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Everyday Geek TV. And I appreciate you guys watching, spending your time watching my little channel here and my videos and my stupid rants and ramblings and opinions on stuff. I really do appreciate it from all of you guys. So thank you. Have a good one.